Hello, internet. Oh god, sorry. I had that like in my mouth. Or under my mouth, really. Under my chin. Welcome to the stream. I'm not as prepared as I thought I was, and I'm starting an hour late. I thought I'd be able to just kinda, you know, start this and just go. Turns out, that's not the case. What? I basically got everything ready. I just have to do this thing. Ah, my brain. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I woke up really late today, but I feel like I've been up for like 20 hours. Not necessarily like tired-wise, like sleepy tired. And I didn't even like do a whole lot today. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. You know, part of what happened is that I didn't have any coffee today. That was a mistake. I've been having coffee regularly, which is also a mistake. Oh, freaking weird hair in my mouth. So that's not helping, but... Let's see, automatically. There we go. I totally forgot that we were starting a new hunt today. And I was like, okay, so I just have to set up all of the, like, numbers, reset the counter and stuff. That's fine, whatever. No problem. We're all good. Then I booted up OBS. And under the Pokemon are there. I'm like, okay, that's not right. Hi, by the way. Come here. I'll get the music started shortly as well. I can load up the bar. Haha! Let's just click this. The first one I clicked on is a jingle. It's brilliant. That's not even playing. Didn't get to hear the jingle. Suck it. Alright, there's two musics playing right now, that's bad. Is that two jingles in a row? Oh my god. Is that and yes. We're shiny hunting. It's crazy music immediately. Been waiting for this for a little bit, but we gotta get into it. Why is this not... Okay. Boom. There we go. So round 206, this is the Pokemons that we are... Excuse you? Where's the... Oh god, I have so many things. Where's my camera? Wait. Oh, right, that's how that works. There we go. There we go. Spiffy! Hello, Spiffy. Shockingly good, actually. I mean, the first hunt was 100 hours, but after that I put in 80 hours and I've gotten 4 more shinies. Yeah, like, surprisingly fast for everything, but way under odds for everything except for Turtwig. I mean, I did this in an hour and a half, which was wild. Yeah, this is, and we see the party up there as well. I don't need to like go through all these, but you can see the names. I actually was able to name them all because I had the freaking option turned off to name my Pokemon. And we're just kind of continuing. How do I get off this bike? There we go. We're just gonna be running around in here trying to get whatever we can get from Route 206. So the Zubat and Geodude technically are gonna be duplicates. So I'm hoping we don't get those. Everything else would be great. I wanted to, speaking of Ponyta, which I just encountered, oh, also, let's start the timer. That's what I was thinking. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I've wanted a Ponyta for a long time, so hopefully we can grab that, but... Oops. And God, I'm like leaning forward. So I have a TV right here. Like, this is the last day I'm going to be using this thing. Hopefully, by the way, this is where the top of it is. You can kind of tell by the angle how tall this is. It's above my head. And this is where the bottom of it is, which is like below my chest. It's a lot of screen to work with. So really, I could just kind of like... I don't have a lot of cable length here. That's the problem. But I need to be more like back here because leaning in does nothing for me. Also, this microphone's too close. Everything's in the way. Everything's in the way. But tomorrow I should be getting a monitor arriving that I'm very excited for. Just hit up. I just need to hit up. That's all I need to do. What is happening? Ah, that's what's happening. Sorry, everything is... I haven't done this in a while. I'm all fucked up. I really wish I could turn off those animations of it like being like, oh, I'm like so happy or whatever. It's like, I don't care, dude. Just making this take longer. Oh man. So I'm not sure what shiny is or what route is next after this. So, like, I know I'm getting close to Spiritomb. I think that's the route after this one. In which case I really need to get on top of grinding out those trainer encounters in the underground. Hello? Hello? And I'm also still not sure if I want to go back to the honey trees for the Combi, because we have like, I think we have like over 1,000 encounters on that Combi. So yeah, I kind of like transferred that luck over to the Wurmple. So it's a little bit like inaccurate. Yeah, hoping for another quick shiny tonight, but I mean, like, dude, it's probably not gonna happen. I'm also not sure how long I'll be able to stream just because of my voice, my throat. I was kind of getting sickish yesterday, but it seems to have mostly cleared up today. I don't really want to push it. Did I just actually not run away? I wonder if my Zubat's faster now. Jesus. I'm 13 levels above you, dude. Hold on, let's check my Pokemon speeds real quick. Let's see here. So again, the issue with... I guess I need to get a baseline. The issue with experience share is that, like, it never gives a chance for any Pokemon to catch up. Speed is 32, 34, 32. How is Zubat and the I almost said Turtwig, whatever it's called, Groddle, still tied in speed? Why is Bibarel so fast? Holy shit. Oh, right, because it has the... Oh my god. So we've got an insanely fast buy barrel for some reason. So I guess we're doing that just for the guaranteed runaway. And maybe it won't do all the stuff in the beginning? I don't know. Okay, still is gonna do that. Nah, it's still going to. Okay. I kind of figured because I've had it for so long and I've just been like walking around so much with it. Because if you don't know, just by walking with a Pokemon in your party, it raises the friendship. So it's probably like super happy or whatever. Oh, look at me, I'm a buy barrel. I'm super happy. I was a bit worried earlier today because it was kind of getting stormy. And last time it was getting stormy. It wasn't like stormy, I guess. It was more just kind of raining a little bit. A lot of it. But the last time it stormed, my internet started cutting out. And it wasn't very good. So hopefully we won't have any of that. It's not raining anymore, so I think we should be fine. Probably the most we'll have is just the normal, around like 10 or 11, the whatever happens that I start losing frames for no reason. Just network lag stuff. I really need to call my ISP. I meant to do it today. I meant to do it yesterday. Just by the time I remember that it's like already past 5 and everybody's closed, so. And all day there. This is kind of the rainy season. It should have been the rainy season like last month or so, but seems like all the storms got delayed a month. Seems like all the weather got delayed a month. It's also been like freakishly cold. It got up to 80 Fahrenheit. I think it was 80. Yeah, it was 80 Fahrenheit. I want to say last week. And then it's been in the 40s and 50s, like low 50s since. When it was 80, I'm like, oh man, maybe I can grill soon, and then, no. No, absolutely not. But I've kind of been putting off, like, shiny hunting because I'm just like... I did it a lot. And I have been, like, going through pretty quickly. The other people who are shiny hunting that I've been watching have been not having amazing luck. So I feel very fortunate in that regard at least, but still, you know, it takes a toll on you, in your brain. And at least for me, I'm not doing resets for this. I'm just doing straight encounters. It's like super easy, super quick. But it's still just like doing the same thing over and over. And when I have Legends Arceus now that I can play, that I'm not really thrilled to be playing, but it's still something to be like actually playing, you know? Which, by the way, I did a bunch of grinding in Legends Arceus, so the next time we play, we can get straight to the story. You don't have to worry about trying to gain levels or anything. And I caught a bunch more Pokemon just for like Pokedex stuff, and trying to fill up the pasture enough to unlock a thing, which I haven't yet, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about that part. I also did my first couple space-time distortion things, and those are pretty neat, I guess. And I got the evolution item for Scyther, so we can get a Cleavor right away. I also changed it up like most of my team in that game. I've noticed, I never realize when my Pokemon game levels, like I was just looking at my party and I'm like, how did they get so high level all of a sudden? What happened? I didn't fight all that much stuff. And all of a sudden, so bam. So what I'm liking about this lineup that we got here, all these guys, oh, I can even poke Bronzo now. This is the most amount of shiny potential that we've had, by the way. The most variety. Before it was 6 different ones, now we got 7. Although I guess Cricketot and Cricketune, so I guess it's still 6. But anyway, all of these are very different to their original colors. So there's no way I'm gonna miss it. I mean, I got 2 Bidoofs, and I didn't miss those either, but now I super won't miss them, which I very much appreciate. And I have Pokeballs, right? And I don't have to worry about trying to kill a Chansey first, so it doesn't murder with the shiny that I'm trying to get. Yeah, we have 1 Great Ball. Huh. 66 Pokeballs, I think we'll be okay with that. It's kind of weird going back to this game after playing Arceus for a fair bit. This is like, you know, a traditional game, and Arceus is not. It's very different. I do enjoy just running around in Legends Arceus. It is pretty nice, actually. Just like being able to see the Pokemon around, like trying to sneak up on them, trying to like, you know, actually do the catching and stuff. Anytime I get into a battle though, also as long as I don't look at the background or focus too much on the graphics of anything, it's okay. Or the frame rate. If I just focus on the gameplay, just ignore everything else, and we're okay. But then I get into a battle, and then I'm like, oh god. Not this whack-ass system that we gotta deal with now. But then there's this game where it's kind of the opposite. It's like, okay, everything looks really good and everything, and then you get into this and it's like, yeah, classic turn-based system. It's kind of weird going back to this now, where it's random encounters and everything. Makes me very hopeful for some changes in Violet and stuff. I didn't ping my Discord or I do any announcement. You're correct. Jesus Christ. I got so... Oh shit, what's up, Ty? Thank you for the Prime. I forgot how to type a URL. I was so amazed by your Prime sub that I forgot how to type. Did I type that right? Yeah, okay. I don't know why. My brain is so bad right now. I apologize. I'm enjoying one aspect of Arceus. Let's be very concise about this. Most of it is unfortunate, or unfortunately upsetting, I should say. God, I might have to, like, make coffee, like, partway through the stream. Also, I closed my window and that was a mistake. It is hot as hell in here now. Just, doing this and that. Alright, there we go. I did my announcements. I've done it. Ah, where's OBS? God, trying to do this on one monitor now is screwing with me. Yeah, it makes me really hopeful for Violet and Scarlet. Scarlet and Violet. Both of those don't sound right. Can you show the Pokemon? Yes, not my Pokemon, the other one. Thank you. I think the more that I play Legends, I'll like be more okay with it. But there are just some things that I just can't quite get past. Now that I'm like understanding the mechanics more and everything, it's at least speeding up the gameplay, so I appreciate that at least. Render more trees and make better trees in general. The trees are the one of the things that I can't get past in that game. they just all look so bad. I guess the berry trees don't look as bad, but all the other ones that I've seen so far were just 2. And they only have 1 model per other tree. They have 1 model for a conifer, and they have 1 model for deciduous. Like, you can... Please, a little variety, that's all I want. I want it to look a little bit less like a video game, please. Yeah, I'm sure they did that on purpose, just so you can see where they're at. But just as far as, you know, aesthetically, like, the berry trees are, they look like trees, not like video game trees. Like, look in the background of all this stuff right now, in this game, if you see all the conifers going on, conifer is the right word, right? And they look great. They look like filled out, they look like trees. In Legends, it just looks like a default asset. Isn't that how trees work? Just one tree happens and then bam, bunch of trees. It's definitely only 1 model. I don't think it's even rotated. I think they literally just like plopped it in. And like with the time constraint, I totally get it. But if it looks that bad, and like everybody working on it knows it looks bad. Like there's nobody on the team going, yes, this is what we wanted to do. This is how we wanted this to look. They're just like, I can't believe we got it to look this good in this short amount of time. Which, like, fair enough, you know? But still, this is Pokemon we're talking about. This is a massive franchise. Standards should be a little bit higher than this. I can't imagine if a game like Halo or I want to say Doom, but like I don't think there's a lot of like outdoorsy stuff or anything. Like it's a bit different, I think. Also, like Doom isn't as big as Halo, as far as just like how much reach the franchise has, I think. But if some like big AAA franchise came out with a game that looked just awful, I think it would be pretty universally panned. But for some reason, Pokemon gets a pass. I mean, I don't think it's that, like, I don't think, especially after playing it, I don't think it's like a careless approach to it. I think they really tried to do as much as they could with it. And they really did do some fantastic stuff with the gameplay. One aspect of the gameplay. I don't understand why, you know, they had so little time and resources, I'm sure, to work on this. Like, it's very clear that that's the case. But they still implemented a new system for battling, which has never been done in the series, I think. Like, Gale of Darkness and Colosseum introduced the Dark Pokemon, where you're like catching Pokemon from other trainers in the battles, and like that's kind of a thing. But as far as like an entirely different battle style mechanic, literally battle style, just really odd choice for that. It doesn't add anything to the game. Like, I don't think people would enjoy it anymore with or without that system in it. I'd prefer it without, personally. What is that called? Not live action. Active battle. That's what I was trying to think of. I don't think I want that for Pokemon. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of complicated. At that point, you'd be like controlling your Pokemon directly. That could be cool. But as far as giving it a, like, still keeping the turn order, but being able to like mess with the turn order, I mean, it kind of just brings back memories of Gen 1's system, where you know, if you outspeed the other Pokemon, you can basically, it's basically the same system because you'll just keep missing. So it's kind of a thing where it's like you're not learning from your mistakes. And I know there are games more recently, I think Triangle Strategy has that kind of system where you can mess with it, and I think even Octopath. But I mean, you know, for an established thing, you know, it's like, we don't need to add on extra stuff to this already, like, tightly budgeted and time-constrained project. It's just like I think it could work in a different game. Like if they tried that in a mainline game or something, which I guess they probably wouldn't, but in a bigger project that had more time and more ability to kind of like flesh out that system, I think it would be okay, but it's not like it's a complicated system either, just I'm not sure what, but something doesn't feel great about it. I think more information is needed to be given to the player about how it's affecting turn order, because you can only see when a move is affecting turn order directly, as far as this will create another turn or take away a turn, but there's steps in between there that you aren't able to see. So there could have been something there, but it's just not quite fleshed out enough. But hey, you know, just walking around and catching Pokemon's good, so they definitely nailed that part, and that's mostly what I'm wanting them to carry over into Scarlet and Violet. I think a lot of people are, and I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll just kind of have to see. Has there been any new information on Scarlet and Violet, speaking of? I don't think there has been. Yeah, because I think they said the next time they would give any information out would be like summertime thing. Oh, good IV, Ponyta. I'm seeing a lot of Ponytas. I'm not going to get a shiny Ponyta out of this, but we've been seeing more of these than anything else, I think, so far. Masses? Oh, the mass outbreaks? Yeah, I haven't seen any of those yet. I'm not like, I guess I'm not too or far enough into the game for mass outbreaks to be a thing. Because I was watching somebody who was shiny hunting just kind of like randomly, just any mass outbreaks that were happening. And they went to their map and it was showing them where they were. I don't have that, so I guess that's a later game thing. I know I was talking about it last time I was playing on stream, but just... So right now, like, the Pokemon always spawn in the same spot, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Having it spawn in the same area is fine, but the exact same spot every time, I'm not a huge fan of. Definitely makes it easier to find, you know, what you're looking for, but it makes it feel a little too much like a video game. It's a bit immersion breaking. I feel like Geodudes look less incredibly angry now. I feel like the original sprites, they just looked like super pissed. I know they just kind of look like... Don't know. They're concentrating really hard on something that doesn't exist. Don't know. They look a little bit head empty, but they're really intent about being head empty. And also, having Pokemon just being able to wander around more, like further away from where they are. Like again, like still within their areas that they would be in, but say you are like running around nearby for a while, and then Like this Pokemon would usually spawn in this area, but you were like nearby so long it like walked off somewhere else. And even like being able to see Pokemon battle, because you never see them like interact so far. I guess I've seen like a couple that were close by each other, but if there were some that like could fight each other, I mean, you could go really deep with this stuff where it's like depending on their nature even, that they would have different reactions to seeing different Pokemon nearby, or even like the same ones from the same species. You could do so much with it, but we're just never gonna see anything like that it has like really deep mechanics and stuff like that. What's up, Palkia? How you doing? We're getting closer to like a really solid entry in the series. I'm really curious what Scarlet and Violet's gonna do, but I'm not expecting the world of it. It's still like a 2.5 year, development time, plus a big project they had on the side of Legends for some reason. If we just could get a 5-year development time Pokemon game with like double or triple the budget because they can afford it, I'd love to see what they could do with that, but and also maybe not from Game Freak. But as it stands, we're getting what we're getting, so. For the anime's real good. People love them cards too, putting out some good Pokemon cards. I wonder how much the Pokemon company spends like yearly on like making cards versus making the games. Like where does most of the budget go to? Is it like the show? Is it the cards? Is it the games? I doubt it's the games. It's probably the anime. Which seems weird to me because I never hear about the anime selling, or not selling, anime getting like tons and tons of views or anything. I don't know where it's even be able to found. What? Where you can even find it. It's probably a big thing in Japan, and that's more what they're looking at rather than like worldwide, which is kind of unfortunate because Japan's tiny. Most of their audience is not inside of Japan. The entire world is a little bit bigger than Japan. But it seems to be that's what a lot of Japanese companies like to focus on, which is totally fine. It's understandable. Oh, I wish I could like scoot back a little bit more of this cable. I need to buy like a 10-foot cable just for the Switch now, because I've just have this cable routed really weird. It is nice because it's not like running through like on top of my leg. I don't have cables rubbing on me constantly. So I think with my headphones actually, I have it on the left side now. The cable's going to my left. I get tangled up a lot less now, which will probably not stay how it is. Once I get my monitor tomorrow, I'm probably gonna move this back over to the left side, so I don't have this in the way of the camera. But I don't know. We'll just have to see. Oh, I still have... No, that's right. That's just too loud. Game volume. Very loud. Maybe. Maybe not. I bought a bunch of candy today. I've been meaning to for a while, but I was like, probably shouldn't. But I did. I also bought potassium supplements. Because, the 2 times I've been hospitalized. I've been hospitalized 2 times. Yeah. Yeah, the 2 times I've been hospitalized, I was lacking in potassium, so I figured I'd just get some a little bit. I wonder if it's possible to entirely subsist off of, like, vitamin supplements. I guess, what would you get for calories, though? Potato? Is something like pure calories and no nutrients? I guess you could probably make that. Man, I'm really tempted to make some coffee. I don't have like a caffeine headache or anything, thankfully. Just cravings and a little bit of an inability to focus. I'm hoping this tea will kind of like help me out a little bit with that, because turns out black tea actually has a decent amount of caffeine in it. What is that? What have you wrought upon? Shiny luck. Hey, I've got a points redeem for that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I feel so bad for Cool Pikachu. She's still doing... She's over odds on Spiritomb. Like, oh god. No one else that I'm watching has been, like, over odds, except for shiny starters. And largely the people who I was watching do the shiny starter hunts, or at least I was, like, keeping track of. I don't think they're, like, doing shiny hunts anymore. I haven't seen them playing, any Pokemon stuff lately. It's like, I followed a bunch of people who were, like, doing shiny hunting, and then they immediately stopped. I'm like, what? But I want to watch shiny hunting. I don't want to watch, like, League of Legends or anything. She was, like, at 5,000, I think. If I hit 5,000, or even like, if I went over odds for my shiny Turtwig, I would have been very upset. I got really close. But I know one of these hunts is gonna go crazy over odds because I've been far too lucky. I haven't had anything over, I think 25, no, I got to 2,700. I haven't had anything over 3,000 yet in this main game. And I'm averaging like around 1,000 encounters per shiny, which is just absolutely ridiculous. I'm hoping that'll continue, but I know it's not going to at some point. I'm just hoping it's not going to be one of the longer hunts, which I'm not even sure what the longer hunts are in this. I know there's a lot of resetting ones, like all the legendaries and everything. Like, I'm planning on doing all the legendaries, I'm planning on doing all the event Pokemon. But those are pretty much all just regular resets, I believe. So not too bad. There's no, like, cutscenes involved like the starter. Palkia hunt and Sword and Shield. Palkia and Sword and Shield. Is that in the caves? God, I can't remember what they're called. The, not Mega. I said Megalomax. I don't know what the fuck that is. I thought Megalobox. That's not. It's not anything. I mean, that's an anime. It's a boxing anime. What is it called? What is the Gigantamax? Except not Gigantamax, the regular version of it. The big, the cave where you fight. Dynamax Adventures, thank you. Dynamax. What is even odds for that? Because I thought those were like lower odds than anything else. But there was a bunch of like weird stuff going on because people were like just throwing numbers around that didn't mean anything when those first came out, because they were saying like, oh, you have like a 1 in 25 chance in Dynamax Adventures to get a shiny, and it's like, they were like including like any of the shinies that you would catch along the way plus the one that you were actually going for, so it's like not correct. I don't think I've gotten a shiny through that I was actually trying for. I got stupid lucky and got a shiny Entei, but I think that's it. Maybe I got one other, I don't remember. $420, 1 in 100 is shiny charm. Okay, that's really good. Wait, that means you went 4 times over odds. Ugh, man. The last thing that I was hunting in that, which I really wanted actually, was Zygarde. Boy, you better have like a party that you're doing that with, that you can communicate with, because Zygarde will kick your ass. I think I got through to the Zygarde encounter like 30 times and I beat him like 3. Because he cheats. Once you knock him down to half health or below, he changes forms, gets even stronger, like all the stats get better by what seems to be a lot, and he regains half of his health. Not up to half, he regains half of his health. So if he's at like 1/4, then he'll get to 3/4. If he's at half, he'll go to full. It hurts. 0? I mean, fighting Zygarde is super fun. It just, you never win. You just never win. I don't think I know 0 is. Congrats to them for getting it. Were they doing it through Dynamax Adventures, or how do you even get Zygarde outside of that? And events, of course. I remember when Gen 6, and I was actually able to get mine, but Gen 6 was giving out shiny legendaries, except for Zygarde. They gave a regular Zygarde and a shiny Yveltal and Xerneas. I was just like, what? Why? So, yeah, I missed out on getting a shiny Zygarde. I mean, didn't miss out on it, I just wasn't able to do it. But I really want that. I can't imagine at this point I'll be able to go back to Sword and Shield. Just because there's like, you know, so many more games coming out, and I mean, by the time I finish BDSP, here's the problem, right? Gen 9 is coming out this year. That means I should really finish this game by the end of this year. But I have like 10 more shinies to get at least. I haven't counted how many shinies I'm going to end up with, and that's not counting all of the that's not counting all of the legendaries and stuff. That's just main game stuff. Tapu Koko. Right. Is that the yellow one? The electric one with the spiky hair? Or is that the bull one? Can never keep those. I only know, like... No, I don't know that either. I only know the name Tapu Lily. I don't know which one that is either. I think that's the pink one. It could be the bull one too. I don't know. There's like it's like a fish one. I don't know what that one is either. I've seen the Tapus once. It was my one playthrough of Gen 7. Okay, it is electric. Got that one at least. Oh, Tapu Bolo is the bull, I believe. I don't know why I even remember that much. Oh, and before Zygarde, just because I was kind of trying to just wait until I was given the information for where Zygarde, or the Zygarde encounter, but I was hunting Buzzwole. I didn't want shiny Buzzwole. but I was hunting it still. I probably got to like 40 or 50 on that and didn't get it, but I'm kind of okay with that. It's not the best shiny around. It's pretty funny. It has like bright green on it. It's like, it looks like a radioactive bug with muscles. God, those what are they called? Something beast? I almost said hyper beast. That's not the right word. Those things are weird. I'm almost out of tea already. Dimension. Don't remember what they're called. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Point is, they're weird. Xerctree. I actually did really want a shiny Stakataka, but I think I already caught it. And I was considering before I got BDSP and now Legends Arceus. I wasn't planning on getting BDSP like anytime soon, so I was just gonna be shiny hunting the Dynamax adventures, because that's also a thing where you can like have, you know, viewers in stream come in and play with you, and I just really like the idea of co-op Pokemon. That was fun. But then I got more games, so I'm like, okay, well, yeah. But I was really close to like starting an entirely new save file under a different account, just so I could go back up to where the Dynamax adventures are and just like run them for like any of the ones that I missed that I wanted. Because I thought at the time that you could catch as many of the legendaries as you wanted to, but it turns out you can only get one. And I caught like 3/4 of them by that point that I found out, and I was not happy. It's not happy at all. But then I got BDSP, so yeah. Mewtwo at 4 times over odds. Palkia got it at like half, nice. Evolto, you got it 1. And Tapu Fini, that's the water one. Because it's a fin. I remember that now. At 2? That's nuts. That is wild. I'm sure one of the Zygardes that I died to probably would have been a shiny. That's the thing that hurts the most. Is, again, like, pretty much any other of the legendaries I was going after, even if I was playing with CPUs, I could beat it no problem. Zygarde, like, you gotta make all the right choices and get lucky to get a team strong enough to beat that thing. I did do one where we just blew it out of the water, but that was like the luckiest run that I've ever seen. And I've actually seen a lot of people, I have like skin peeling off in the webbing of my fingers. That's nice. A bunch of people like would drop out of those things, like once a decision that they didn't like happened, they would just drop out straight up. Like, I get it. I understand. It's a big time commitment per run to just like, you know, and a lot of people you're playing with are going to be kids that don't know what they're doing. So it's like, you know, they're going to have like an already good Pokemon for the fight, and they might not. It could also be people that don't necessarily know what they're going to be fighting against, because they could just be randomly looking for it, and then, you know, it's Zygarde, but you can only see that it's Dragon type, and it's Dragon Ground, which changes things a lot. Also, just it being Zygarde changes things a lot. So they'll like change out a Pokemon that they already have is good for like a different one that somebody else needed to change it out for, and it's just like, it's like, no, I'm done. Let's try again, start over. Like, we're not winning this. It's like, yeah. Although I will say one time somebody dropped out that had the good Pokemon, and we actually ended up winning that one. So that's why I'm always a little bit hesitant of giving up like halfway through. And then by the time it seems kind of hopeless, you're at the end, and it's like, Might as well try, I guess. Like, I've already come this far, and I can just see if any of the other Pokemon I caught along the way are shinies. Oh, dude, it is so rough. I would love to just, like... I've been tempted actually to just go on a forum somewhere and be like, hey, can we get a group together for shiny Zygarde hunting? Of like a group of people that know what they're doing and we can communicate. I was not too far away from doing that. Hunt go... It's fast at least, we're already at 85 encounters. Hey, there's that shiny luck you've been holding on to. Now is the time! Now is the time. Also, thank you for sending me that thing of how to run Black Desert without admin, because I've been meaning to do that, because I think that's what's screwing up the OBS stuff, where if I'm running it in borderless window, it runs at like 2 FPS on my screen, and then it runs at like full 60 on the preview for some reason. I'll still give it a try. I've just been meaning to look around to see if there's any option like that, because I had a feeling that that's what the issue was. Oh, dude, Wide Guard is so necessary for that, yeah. That was one of the only runs that we won, was when somebody had Wide Guard, and just like... You know, I think it was a... Crawdont? Is that the lobster? The evolved lobster? And you know, it's a water type, so it was doing like decent damage. It had some like good moves for a dragon type, but he was just spamming Wide Guard the entire time. And at first I was like, why aren't you attacking him? Like, wait, no, this motherfucker is saving all of us. This dude is the only reason we're gonna win this, because you also have the 10-turn limit, and it really sucks when you have really good survivability and then no damage. That's definitely happened a few times as well. Zygarde's just rough. And I think that's part of why I like hunting it. What's up with Junes? Because it is like a really fun, tough fight, and you gotta really like prep up for it along the way, but it just like you end up failing so much that it kind of hurts. So what are you hunting for now, Ajunt, after your Tentacruel? Oh, Palkia is going for, what'd you say? Okay, type of Coco. God, I do miss Dynamax Adventures. Oh, nice. All good. Still appreciate you stopping by. For 90. God, it's so nice doing these fast encounters. God, this feels so weird. Gotta get all the skin off on them. Aren't human bodies great? Your skin just kind of flakes off sometimes, and it's supposed to do that. It's great. Thank you. Thank you, human body. Ursaluna. Still? Wait, I thought you got one. Trico, that's right, yeah, you're doing Gen 3. So earlier today, I was just thinking, I don't know why this reminded me, like, talking about human body, but it says nothing to do with human body. It started raining, like, really suddenly earlier today, and it wasn't a hard rain or anything. And there was this bird that, Ursaluna, god. That Ursa threw me off completely. There was this bird that was just like standing around, just kind of like chilling on the ground, and then it started raining, and it did not care. And for some reason that just really spoke to me on a spiritual level. Like, wow, look at that bird, he's just getting rained on. He doesn't care at all. It was incredible. That's what I did today. I didn't have an interesting day today. Aside from shipping a package, buying chocolate, and waiting for a Chow to reincarnate for, I think, 2.5 hours? Very metaphoric. I don't know what it is, but it was nice. It was just kind of nice to watch. Like, yep, there's that bird, and it's raining. He does not care. I just had Sonic Adventure 2 running while I was doing other stuff. And yeah, I'm a bit worried that the effect of that that medal that he got that makes it immortal is still in effect, even though I had to get a different badge. I frankly want to turn that option off if there is an ability to do that somewhere in there, because like I don't want my Chow to get a badge and then become immortal. You don't get Chaos Chow privileges for winning a race, or boxing, or whatever it is. I think it was a race. That is bullshit. Oh, and I forgot to look for the updates. There might be more updates. But I'm planning on doing Chow stream tomorrow, so if you enjoy Chow stuff, as long as this I mean, I guess even if he doesn't reincarnate, I have some other plans that we can do it while we're waiting on that part, but I mean, he just has to age. Chow do not age quickly. I have 2 other Chow in that garden, and they're both recently evolved, so I'm kind of watching them like change over time because their magnitude is increasing as time goes, because that's how that system works. So like that's kind of neat, but it's also just like, just incarnate already. I want to make you a Chaos Chow. Yeah, we're also going to be doing some Chow breeding tomorrow. Doing that because I have so many purple Chow. Like every colored Chow that I have is purple. I think I have like 5 purple Chow, and then like another 5 that are just normal colored, and then 1 gold and 2 white. Maybe just 1 white. It might just be 1 white. I don't quite remember. But I want to try to get, like, away from the purple, because it's all I have, but it's like, how do I do that when all I have is purple Chow to breed? We're gonna try it. I have 1 golden Chow, which I don't remember having at all, but apparently Gibble is gold. So we're gonna try to work with that a little bit. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I also have a Moon Chow, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, Gen 3 odds is 8,000, that's right. I didn't know Ursaluna, like, spawned in the wild. I figured that would be a thing that you would just have to evolve yourself. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there weren't any more Cleavor in the game to just straight up catch. There probably are, but I've only seen 2 areas. So there's still quite a bit of game left. And I feel like I'm going through that game at a pretty decent pace, so hopefully it won't be like too awful long until I get through the story. 2% chance to spawn from an Ursa ring. Oh my god. That's pretty gross. And you're hunting that? Oh my god, dude. Just evolve something, man. You don't want to do that to yourself. See, I would only do a hunt like that for something that was not obtainable otherwise, I guess, is the best way that I can put it. For a rare shiny, I guess. It's kind of like the Combi thing where it's like, I want to get a shiny Vespiquen because probably nobody has that. Not nobody, but very few people have that. You have to get double lucky with that. But for something that I can just evolve from a different one, I'm like, nah. I thought you said you didn't like Ursaluna all that much, though. But again, just the amount of time it takes. Yeah, I mean, those Dynamax adventures take so long to get through. I haven't timed it, but I think it's like 10 to 15 minutes per run. That's what it feels like anyway. It's an enjoyable 10 to 15 minutes, but that's still like... Ugh. I mean, that's very fair. It still kind of weirds me out. Ooh, nice. This is a good one. Shiny Gyarados is always a good time. It's that nice deep red. And just if anybody's curious, I have no intention of doing any shiny hunting in Legends Arceus. Mostly because I need to get through this game before Gen 9 comes out later this year. This is gonna take me a while. I honestly don't even know if I'm gonna make it through, because I haven't exactly been on the ball with it. I mean, once I finish Legends Arceus, I can focus on this a lot more. But there's also just a lot of stuff I'm wanting to play other than, like, shiny hunting. It has kind of come up. I also just don't want to play Legends Arceus. I keep thinking about, like, just, like, doing some more grinding of, like, Pokedex stuff. Whether it just be, like, evolving, or, like, going back to the previous areas, or even, like, doing side quests off stream. And every time I think about it, I'm just like, nah, I'd rather not. So my desire to play that game is close to zero. Although I will say, once I do start playing that game, I'm like, yeah, I can just kind of, it's kind of like a brain dead kind of thing, where you can just kind of like keep going and going and going and going. Because every time you see a Pokemon, then it's like you see another one, or every time you catch a Pokemon, there's another one like right over there. It's like, no, I'll just go grab that one, I'll just go grab that one, I'll just go fight that one, I'll just go back, and there's, well, there's some more Pokemon left, so we'll just, you know, kind of run back through the area. Oh, the things are spawned, there's more stuff, okay, let's grab that one and grab that one. It just keeps going. I still don't have any desire to do like side quests and stuff, but even just the main gameplay loop of running around, catching and fighting stuff is just really, I don't know if it's addictive or just so easy to do that it just kind of, and I don't know. 6 pages left to perfect. Like Pokedex? Pages. Have you not perfected the Dex yet, Attuned? I thought you did. Yeah, I have no intention of doing that either. I don't know what the reward is, I do not care. Oh yeah, I totally understand it. Like, even from doing just me running around and like trying to, you know, get enough like XP to level up to the next whatever it's called. Researcher level or whatever it is. Yeah, I totally understand it. If it was a better game, I would be all about it. Perfecting is different from level. What the hell? Oh my god. This is so much. It's just, Legends is just one of those games that is like so close to being exactly what I want, but it just fails so hard in some ways and like just barely misses the mark in others that it just becomes really disappointing. It's definitely playable. I don't know that I would call it a bad game, just kind of like mediocre. Completing every... Oh, I thought that was level 10, okay. Jesus. Got a hangnail. Get off. Die. After you got through this story, you started liking it. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, I haven't seen much of the game, I haven't played much of the game yet, so I can't really speak on how much I enjoyed overall or anything, because I haven't seen enough of it yet, but so far, I'm not super impressed by anything except the, like, I guess, main gameplay loop. I will say, like, so far, anytime I have to battle something or I decide to battle something, I get a little bit sad, because it just, even though like the battles are pretty quick and everything, it's just like, I don't want to have to battle, I just want to run around and catch things and like collect things. Oh yeah, I don't think I'll ever stop shit-talking it either. I really just want to like get through the main game, finish the decks, which I'm not looking forward to at all. And you know, finishing off Arceus so that I can get an Arceus in this game. Luckily, it's going to be a long time before I get to Arceus, or I guess, yeah, before I get to Arceus in this game. So I have a while. I'm not in any rush, which is really nice, because I don't want to be rushed. I'm just getting rushed a little bit in this game due to Gen 9 suddenly coming out this year, which I don't know if I'm going to be buying even. It might be like the last, I mean, this game I did buy myself, but Gen 8 and Legends Arceus both I did not buy, and somebody else bought it for me, so like maybe that'll happen again. I don't know. I just really want to see more of it at this point, because there's so little information, it's really hard to tell anything about it. You can take as long as you want, as long as you aren't a content creator trying to stay on top of the trends. And, you know, the game that you started and had to take a break from for a month suddenly went from being super popular to having no viewers. Oops. That can happen. And there's not a game coming out in like 10 months? I don't know. Not 10. It's the 5th month of the year. Probably like 6 months. So I'm kind of looking at this thinking I have 6 months to get like 11 shinies or something like that, which is definitely doable. I'll just have to really buckle down and get on top of this thing. Oh, it not only did it die instantly, it died hard. I figured, you know, there would be a pretty severe drop-off after Legends Arceus came out, especially with it being such a like new style of game to the series. But man, it was wild. Garchomp, this is a Garchomp outfit? The hell? That's cool. Waited in line for physical copy over 4 hours. The Arceus V card? What is that? That sounds like something that is very not Pokemon friendly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just nothing, man. Because, I mean, when I first started streaming this game and I was doing my shiny hunting stuff, I was getting like double-digit views. And I haven't gotten that since like February, after I came back after a month and then the game died. It's wild. Pokemon card? That doesn't tell me anything. Exclusive Garchomp outfit. That's funny. That makes a lot of sense. Garchomp is very well liked. Comes in Brilliant Stars. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Oh, actual card. Okay. I see. I was thinking an in-game item, and I was trying to figure out what Pokemon cards in Arceus were, if I'd ever seen that or heard of that before. VMAX. The max part is very necessary there. What's up, Zos? Well, oh yeah, one of my friends was tweeting about that. I haven't heard of it until today. How was it? I don't even know what it is. Multiverse, I'm assuming it's Avengers stuff or Marvel stuff? Is it Doctor Strange stuff? I know so little about anything. Growlithe outfit. There's a Growlithe outfit you can get in game already. Or a fancy kimono version, I don't know what the Growlithe outfit that is. Doctor Strange movie? Okay. It's really good? Nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I know nothing about any of that stuff. It's pretty fascinating to me that like all this like comic book movie stuff has gotten so popular, because I feel like all of these like comic book IPs were pretty low-key for a long time until these movies started being made. And I've still only seen Iron Man 3, and I did not care at all. Partially because I was not sober at the time, so I couldn't focus on it fully, but it was neat. I watched it in 3D on my 3D TV that I had at the time, so like that part was cool. The 3D was well done. But as for the actual movie, I'm like, okay. Last day of school and you're off to college. Yo! Congrats. Congrats on getting through the third part of your education. What the fuck? You know. Congrats. Alrighty. Sounds good. Good luck with the newbie. Tell him hi. Or her. Tell them hi. Just walk out and be like, Aqua says hi. Like, what? Who? Yeah, that'll happen. It wasn't so much, for me, it wasn't so much like the schooling itself or anything, it was just kind of like everything else that was happening at the time, like not related to school. But, unfortunately, that won't let up on you. It won't get any easier. both in college and in the workforce. But best of luck to your collegeness. Yeah, it really will. Depending on what you're going into, at least. If you're doing anything like science related or like teaching stuff, it's a lot of work. I mean, teaching isn't necessarily like hard stuff, it's just like really time consuming and energy draining from what I've heard from my teacher friends. I think some teachers would disagree with me there, but that's... What the fuck? What's up? There's a spider on my ceiling. I don't know what fell on top of me. I think it was a paint chip. There's a spider up there. Hey, buddy. I hope you like getting blasted with light. There's a light directly pointing at that thing. Fire Academy? That sounds rad. What the fuck? What's Fire Academy? I've also heard that like art stuff is kind of like a lot. But I feel like that's more just because like there's a lot of professors that want to make things harder than they actually are, and that always sucks. Like I had to take, for some reason, at my college, computer engineering and computer science students had to take some economy class. I can't remember of it, but I failed that class twice. Once for unrelated reasons to the class, but the second time I failed it was because the professor did a really bad job of explaining literally anything. I didn't understand a single thing that dude was trying to teach, and the tests were only made up of trick questions that made no sense at all. And even if you knew the material really, really well, it was extremely difficult to actually like figure out what he was even asking you. Oh, firefighter. Oh, wow. Yeah, I bet that's pretty brutal. Because, I mean, you have to be in really good shape for that, too. Onto your dock? Yeah, that's not a bug. That's absolutely intended. Speaking of music apps, I really need to like get a better music app. Every time I go driving somewhere and I'm playing music, and I'm just like switching through my music, and the volume of all the songs are completely different, it irks me, but doesn't quite irk me enough to go and download and buy a new app right then and there so that I forget. And I don't think about it until the next time I go. Yeah, power amp's the one I need to get, but I just, for some reason, I just like... it's long enough between when I need to go anywhere and I'm listening to music on my phone that I forget, and I think it's like not that big of a deal. And then I go somewhere and I'm trying to listen to my music and then it's a very big deal, and it hurts my soul a little bit. Firefighter / paramedic, very cool. That's rad. Thank you for helping people. I enjoy that. People who help other people in those occupations, very cool. Very cool people. I am too much of a coward for that. And I'm trying to do other things in my life, but mostly the coward thing. Yep, that'll happen. I'm very, very used to that being a thing. The amount of yelling I've done on my Switch when I'm, I guess not yelling necessarily, like yelling in my head at my Switch because usually I'm playing at nighttime, and if I yelled, then I'd wake everybody up. But when I was doing those Zygarde runs, I was laying in bed, and I was like, all right, let's do like a couple runs before I go to sleep. And then it's just like, oh, these people are stupid. Oh no! But I always have to think like they're probably like 8, and they don't know what the fuck anything is. But it just makes me want to be like, please stop. Please stop doing these if you don't understand what you're doing, because you're just wasting so many people's time. But they're just playing the game and having a good time, you know? It's hard to fault them. But I want to, because they're fucking it up for me. Why don't they think of what I feel? What I want? My time. If I'm gonna waste my time, I better waste it properly. Almost gave up. I can't even imagine, like, how much you'd have to go through for all that stuff. Because I'm sure there's just a lot to learn as well on top of, you know, everything physical that you have to do. And being both physically and mentally exhausted, especially like every day, that's tough. That's really tough. I've definitely had my fair share of positions where I've had to do that. That's why doing something like stagehand is really nice, as long as I'm not doing stagehand and audio engineering in the same day. Because stagehand, it's like, if you know what you're doing, which it's not difficult, if you know what you're doing, everything's the same for literally anything you're doing. It'll just like take longer or whatever, or way more. And if you don't know what you're doing or don't know where you need to be, you just ask somebody. Everybody else gets to think for you. You're not there to think, you're there to do stuff and just do it properly. And it's really nice when you can just let somebody else think for you. But then when you have to think and do, then it's like, oh god, oh no, there's so much. I can't find the sticks to this controller. If you don't know, this came up the other day because I was going through my Xbox One controller parts, and I thought I put the sticks, I thought I put the sticks in with the rest of those parts, because I have Xbox One sticks on this Nintendo Switch controller. And I couldn't find them. And I don't want to, I was gonna like sell all the parts because they're worthless to me now. But I don't want to sell the sticks that go with this controller. Even though I don't really care, it's like, yeah, like, I'm not gonna put the proper sticks back in this thing, ever. Unless I'm selling it, I guess. Maybe I could sell that as like a special deluxe feature. It's like, hey, do you want to buy this Switch Pro controller with Xbox One sticks that are way better? Here you go. Yeah, I don't know where it went. It's weird. Man, I can't even like sit up. Like, I'm trying to just like sit up and just kind of relax, but I'm like getting so, even just right here, I'm like so close to my TV. It's unnerving. Like, my vision doesn't extend past the sides of the screen. I'd have to like literally move my head to see the entire thing. I mean, really, I'd just be like this much, but I want to be dramatic. I mean, a lot of times when I'm playing stuff, maybe not a lot of times, sometimes when I'm playing stuff, I do like move my entire head to like look around at stuff, especially when I'm playing Black Desert, because there's a lot of stuff going on every part of the screen. Using a 42-inch TV as a monitor is not great. I do not recommend it. It is funny. It looks really cool. You know, when you're just like back there in the back of my room and you're looking at it across and it's like, yeah, that looks like a rad setup. And then you sit down here like, oh god, this is awful. tomorrow's gonna be nice. Get to switch around everything. I hope that it comes with a DisplayPort cable. Oh shit. Don't know what kind of cable it comes with. Because I want DisplayPort. I need DisplayPort. Yeah, that's the part that I can't. Why I say I'm a coward and I couldn't do that, because, like, just too much responsibility. So I have so much respect for people who do go through that. Yeah, I mean, even just with my experiences in, like, normal workforce, and, like, I've had some really bad shit happen, and, like, even that's affected me so much that I'm like, I know I wouldn't be able to handle that stuff. Which, again, is why I have so much respect for people that do that, because it's such a necessary thing, and they don't get paid enough, and they don't get treated well enough. Not even close. Yeah, it does say everything in the box originally. I saw a freaking listing that I was upset about because it was the same monitor, just from some random person. Sold for $150 plus 25 shipping, I think it was. I bought mine for $300. And I was like, bitch. I forgot that I had, like, wishlisted or whatever it's called. Watched it. I totally forgot about it. Didn't get any reminders or anything. Sold for $150. I feel like there had to have been, like, something wrong with it or something. It looked totally fine. I was just like, oh, god damn it. I paid, like, almost twice as much as I could have, but it's coming from a more reputable source, hopefully. I'm really worried about it, honestly. Like, it's gonna get here, and then I'm gonna turn it on, and it's gonna be, like, all scratched up or something. Or even the case, just having a lot of, like, damage on it or something, because I don't know, I didn't look into it as much as I should have, so I'm just worried. But I'm just telling myself it'll be okay. I'm hoping. I like getting new things, but I want to buy them new, but new it's like $500. Although on eBay, look, I was looking. I don't know how I got to the page actually, but there was some page that I got to that said, like, buy new for $350. I'm just like, what? That's not the new price for this. And what I'm assuming it was is that somebody bought it, didn't open it, or did open it and just listed it as new anyway. And, like, that was, like, the lowest price, and that was, like, a currently bidding price. Oh, that's fantastic. That's something that's very hard to find in just any job, is like something that you enjoy doing. I've only had one job that I've enjoyed of my almost 20, I think I've had different jobs. I honestly don't even think I'd be able to remember every job that I've had at this point. Yeah, even my sister is a nurse, and, like, I have a lot of respect for her because, again, like, not treated well just in the industry. She's paid decently, but I still think she could be paid more than she is. And just, like, the amount of stress and, like, working hours and stuff are just weird. Health industry is tough to work in, for sure. Like, my job, I got to go to concerts for free. It's kind of like, it's a little different. Like, there are a few times that I, like, 10+ hour days. Worked a 16-hour day once, but it was, like, enjoyable for most of it anyway. And it wasn't the job itself that was, the part that wasn't enjoyable, it was somebody that I was working with at the time. It was weird, it was a weird week. I don't know, man. I've definitely talked about, that, what is it called? That festival that I've worked quite a bit on stream, but every time I think back to it, I feel like I remember something else about it that happened, or just like remembering like how just wild it was overall, and just it was a weird experience. It was a cool experience. Weird. Also, the people that you meet working in the music industry are extremely varied, but definitely have something in common with them. Except for me. 99% of the people working in the music industry do it because they enjoy music. I did it because I really liked all of the production side of it. Like, oh, I get to meet these musicians, and I get to, you know, listen to their concerts for free and get behind stage access. I'm just like, these guys have really cool equipment. Not even the instruments, just like all the equipment surrounding it. It's like, oh, this light is amazing. This light is like $20,000 that I'm holding right now. I should not be holding this, but I am. Why did somebody entrust this to me? Oh god. It's weird, man. I had a $12,000 light in my car one time. So I was taking it to get it serviced. That was terrifying. I literally buckled it into the seat. Yeah, that's about the highest level stress that I can endure. Not people's lives are on the line, I guess. It's not like people's lives weren't on the line during those jobs. But nothing that I was, you know, working with. I mean, I guess I helped build the stage that they were climbing, but I wasn't like actively helping them survive. We got almost 150, and we're hour and a half. I really like how fast these encounters go. What's the spider doing? You're just hanging there. It might be dead. I don't know. I don't know if it's moving or not. Can't tell. It's very small. I think it's a baby spider hanging out on the ceiling. Is that a bug? You know, you don't really look at the ceiling a whole lot, do you? There's like a bunch of like little dust things hanging over the top of my bed. I guess you also don't look at the ceiling very often with very powerful lights on. Like, I seem like I'm very bright. My lights are pointing like away from me. I'm being lit by the ambience of the light bouncing off of the ceiling and walls. And that's only with 2 of the 4 bulbs on each of these things. But, yeah. Bunch of stuff on the ceiling. Should probably clean the ceiling. Which is not something that you generally think of doing either, I think. I almost had a job where I would be cleaning ceilings, along with, like, the walls and stuff. I almost had a job where, I would be cleaning clean rooms for, like, surgeries and stuff. That would have been, weird. I don't think I would have enjoyed that much. I do enjoy, like, cleaning things a little bit. No, I enjoy restoring things. It's different. Like, getting rust off of metal and making it look shiny again. Taking, like, something that's, like, old and hasn't been cared for properly for a long time and then making it look all nice and new again. That's what I like doing. Like, wiping down the ceiling of a room that already looks completely clean. I don't think I'd get much satisfaction out of that. It would be another thing where it'd be, like, cool to see, like, the equipment in the room or whatever equipment would be in the room at the time, which probably wouldn't be all that much. And it would be all, like, covered up with plastic. It'd still be neat. It's like I would never be in a clean room otherwise. Except I guess if I was having surgery. And then I wouldn't be able to see the room. Also the idea of, like, getting dressed up in, like, protective clothing and, like, antibacterial clothing or whatever. Seems like a pain. It also sounded like I was gonna be working with, like, I don't know, like, drug addicts. Dude made it sound like everybody working there was, like, very not professional. And I don't know how, like, smooth that would go, you know? So that's another thing that I've realized over time is, like, I really enjoy, even if, like, I don't necessarily like the people that I'm working with, as long as they, like, know how to do the job well and make things run very smoothly. It's super cool to just kind of, like, you know, be working, and then, like, while you're doing your stuff, kind of, like, take a second and just see everything else that's going on at the same time and seeing everything just, like, running very fluidly and everything, and just everything's just, like, going. Something that I loved about doing stagehand stuff, because it's, like, everybody that I worked with was, like, super professional, they knew what they needed to do, everything got done, and nobody was complaining about whatever the fuck during, you know, the time. Afterward, yeah, absolutely. Although generally, like, everything usually went so smoothly, it's like there was nothing to complain about. It was just kind of like, oh man, like, that was crazy or whatever. Like the time when there was a time at the stage that, like, stays where it's at, for the summer anyway, that I worked at. It was, you know, it's like there was a concert happening, supposed to be happening that night, but it was gonna rain, so we put up a bunch of tarps and everything. And it was still, like, I don't think it was raining. No, it wasn't raining anymore. But I don't remember what happened, if the concert got canceled or what happened. I think it was like the concert got canceled and we were just called in afterward at like 10 p.m. or something to take everything down, because it was like pitch black out. But the way that we had put the tarps up, and none of us thought that this would happen, but it caught like gallons and gallons and gallons of water. I have a video of it somewhere. I have no idea where it's at. Somebody else got a way better video than me, and I asked them like 3 times to send it to me, and they never did. It's like, okay. I didn't really like push it all that much. I was a bit of an outcast in that group, I think. I kind of always am. Did that go through? But when we pulled that thing down, it was like a scary amount of water. Like, if somebody had been standing underneath of it, they probably would have like gotten a bone broken or something. It was just a lot of water rushing out all at once. That was cool. And we were all talking about that like the rest of the night. I don't remember where I was going with that or where I started, but there's that story. speaking of stories in general, I like telling stories a lot. And I like listening to stories. But something I realized recently while I was listening to someone tell a story is that I never had really like thought about what it would be like to be in that situation myself while I was listening to a story. Because like you hear something and then you think like, oh yeah, that's really nuts. I like didn't know that kind of situation could happen, or like that's, you know, whatever you think about it, and you move on. But then I realized it's like I have no point of reference for what it would be like to be in that situation. I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to describe right now, really. It's just, here's what it is. It's, while somebody's telling the story, they're imagining themselves like reliving what happened so that they can remember what, you know, happened because they like took part in that. But when you're listening to it, you're just kind of like taking it and kind of like imagining it from either like a third or first person perspective or whatever. But you're having a very different experience listening to a story versus the person telling the story, unless you're also there with the person, of course. And I don't know why I don't know, like that just weirded me out. I don't know. It didn't weird me out, but it was just like something that like I never had really thought about before. And it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, people, like everyone around you has an entire life that's like fully, you know, as complete as your own, and they have like thoughts and emotions and all that stuff. Obviously, like, I mean, I guess it's not as obvious to everyone as it should be, but it was like having that realization is the same as like this realization, and it just like, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know. I probably sound just completely insane talking about this, but it just, I don't know. It's just a realization that I had. I need coffee. I think that's the takeaway. Also, I need to open a window. Human life is fake. Dude, like some people, I'm pretty sure some people think that. I mean, at the very least, they just don't have that, like, realization or consideration. But I'm almost certain that some people think that, like, my life is the only thing that is actually true, and everyone else's lives are just, like, what I see of them and nothing else. Like, they don't actually exist. That's the only way I can at least reconcile why some people act the way that they do. I mean, it's largely the same thing. I mean, it's possible, I guess. I have no way of proving that that's not true. I have no way of proving that I actually exist. I have no way of proving that the universe is real. I have no way of proving that we're not in a simulation or just imagined, I guess. What if nobody watches me, or very few people watch me, because I imagined that nobody would want to watch me? So then it becomes true because it's all my imagination. So then I'm powering over my destiny. Because it's not real. Nothing is real. I've cracked the code. Did you know philosophy is weird? Philosophy is weird. I watched a video recently that was about if philosophy still has a place in science or not. Imagine they have 40k viewers. Okay. I can't do it. It's just, it's unimaginable. If I ever do have 40,000 viewers, I'm going to say this is unimaginable. That is my one guarantee that I will make. If I had 40,000 viewers, I'd have to go over on YouTube for that kind of numbers. Oh shit. Oh shit, I did manifest it. Oh god, it's starting. Hello. That's a lot of numbers and letters. Oh my god, hold on. It worked. I've manifested reality through my thoughts. When I was doing that, I was literally thinking of exactly nothing, by the way. 46575 F Suits from Zfirsk. How did that happen? How did that name happen? Please give me the backstory on that username. Did you, perchance, on your keyboard, got nothing works that this was the only thing I could have done? No keyboard phone? Help me. What? You randomly typed into your phone? Keyboard? Still confused. I do appreciate the chaoticness of the name. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about that. I'm just so intensely curious because I've never seen a username like that and I've been streaming for 10 years. I've never had anybody come into my chat and their name was just chaos incarnate. You've won an award today. All I'm thinking of is coffee now. Oh my god. Can I manifest some coffee? Yay, indeed. I mean, if I could show off all the Pokemon names that I've had throughout all my other games, you would see that I enjoy chaotic names. So that's the part that confused me too, because if it was like just a keyboard match, you would expect it to be also random. It's like, there's some order in the chaos, which somehow just makes it more chaotic. Thank you for the follow. Hey, oh, is that underneath? No, it's not, it's just hard to see, okay. I need to put that somewhere that's like more visible. I don't want to put it over the game window. I can put it over myself. I'm not important. The hell does anybody need me here for? Oh yeah. Is it one of the Scottish or Irish? I almost said Irish. Star Wars is playing through your head. Is it order and chaos? It's fair. Fair. Irish, no. The Irish don't exist. That's an actual conspiracy. I don't remember if it's Irish or what. Is it like Denmark or something? There's one for a state as well. Welsh. Oh, okay. That makes sense too. Took you 3 days to get through the first gym. In this game? Finland! Yeah, that's the conspiracy. Yeah, there's a conspiracy of like Finland doesn't exist, and I want to say Delaware is the other one. I'm getting buzzed. What's going on? Frickin' near. Zena's brilliance is abundant. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Being underleveled will do it. How are you underleveled for 3 days though? I mean, I've gotten stomped by Rourke when I was overleveled, so. Dude, that freaking Cranidos will headbutt combo you to death forever. It does so much damage no matter what level you're at. This music is terrifying, by the way. And it can just literally stun lock you to death. No, you're fine. I totally understand not wanting to go and grind. That's fair. Because, like I said, every time I've played through, I guess, Platinum 3 times, and, this twice. And the 2 times of this I got lucky and I didn't get headbutt combo to death, but the 3 times before, I think I lost twice on most of them, actually. Canada doesn't exist. Now see, it's not, you're not living in Canada, you're just being paid by the whatever world government that exists. They're paying you to say that you're Canadian to keep up the lie. You're being paid by they. Anytime you hear somebody say they, just run away. People legitimately say that also. That's not just like a meme thing. I mean, it is a meme thing, but people in the conspiracy community will literally say they. Because they don't have anybody to pin it onto. So they just say they. And it's the stupidest thing. And it hurts me. No, he's also paid by they. It's separate people. Justin Trudeau, it's nothing to do with you. It's all separate. Platinum are beating Cranados in the first... Wait. That's the same thing. I would have to fight Cranados if I played through Platinum. That's a trick question. It's not a shiny, right? Okay. I've played Gen 4 enough. I don't need more, because I've also, I mean, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say I played through Diamond and Pearl as well, but that was starting with a cheated and level 100 shiny legendaries. Just so I could catch the version exclusives. Now you have the Chaos Crown. I have not taken that from you. Far from it. Who is handing you the paychecks? The they! It's the they! Hey! Somebody's using the... I said viewer. The follower... emotes. I forgot every word in that sentence. I forgot every word in that sentence. Those are my emotes. It's Knuckles, and then it's... oh god, what is her name? I think it starts with the V. Petunia. Petunia from Animal Crossing, the first Animal Crossing game, only in that game, and the biggest scammer on the planet in any video game. And then it's me, and then it's Blanca, also from the first Animal Crossing, where I drew... I drew that face. Forgot. I haven't seen the full version of that emote in a while, like a blown up version of it. Oh my god. It's really good. I should really go back to that Animal Crossing 1 town that I made. Oh, we get that pretty quick. My channel gives points pretty quickly, because it just, like, by default, it does it. I didn't bother changing how fast people get points. I should change how many points it takes to redeem certain things. But I haven't, because I only have, like, 2 things to redeem. On top of all the basic stuff of, like, changing emotes and stuff. But I'm glad you enjoyed the emotes. I like them a lot as well. My emotes don't get a lot of use, which is fine. I know that people prefer using... I don't see a lot of emotes getting used in my chat anyway. And, like, I also understand that, because I don't use emotes, like, ever. Yes. I think I understand what you're saying. I did always think it was kind of weird where, like, it was the thing where it's like, you have to be this old to, like, go on your first adventure, and then there are preschoolers just out in the world with Pokemon. Like, you're legal. This isn't... How did you do this? I had to wait, like, 6 more years than you. You're, like, 2 or 4. Why are you just out here? Where's your parents? Oh, shit. You've gifted 5. Oh, 5 overall, I see. I was so confused. I'm like, did you just gift 5 subs or what's up? I'm confused. I don't know what's happening. Wait, you don't have to use points to unlock follower emotes, do you? Also, you just got 5 more. I still don't have any animated. Yeah, I saw that. I just saw gifted 5, like the total number gifted, and I was just like really confused. Yes, you do have to use points to get them? Weird. How fucking dare you, Twitch? Do the head pat one? I could have it head pat my Pog emote. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I thought follower emotes would be free, you don't need to redeem them. I don't know, would that work as an emote? Would that be too small? I'll have to try that out. I've wanted to have that head pat in some way, but like, as a non-VTuber, it's a lot harder to incorporate, turns out. Also without doing, monetary redemption things. Which I guess I could make it channel points instead, but I don't want a bunch of shit all over the screen all the time. The fact that I have my alerts is already a lot for me. Time to become a VTuber. It'll happen someday. What's up, Jotun? It's, you know, we're just starting in this area, so pretty good so far. It's nice and fast. I really like all of those Blarg emotes, and like nobody ever uses them, and again, totally fine, but it does make me a little bit sad because I really like them. I need to change that knife Blarg emote though, to have it be the red-eyed version instead, because it's just so much better. Oh, if I made Shiny Luck like 2000, you wouldn't have to spam it so much. You could get your points out instead. It would mean more. Did I hit the plus? I have no idea. Oh, that's funny. It's a Twitch. There are so many Twitch Global emotes. Wow. He went from being able to glide to flying. I mean, I'm pretty sure. What is that face from? It's from Sonic Adventure 2, I believe, right? What is that face from? I don't remember where I grabbed that. Also, I just noticed this pupil is off his eye. Oh my god. Write a script for it. That'd be pretty funny. Oh my god, Sonic Adventure, you never cease to amaze me. I forgot about that one. Oh my god. It does feel like SA1. I did stream SA1. I did, actually. I did do a full playthrough of it. Because that's where Oh No comes from. That is a Chow. That is a Chow from Sonic Adventure 2. I know which Chow it is, but I can't remember his name right now. It was my second Chow. It's gotta be SA1, yeah. But I don't know which cutscene that would be in. Because at first I thought it was, okay, that's definitely SA1 because of the shading on it, actually. The lighting, rather. Yeah, OUG, yeah. Why do you remember my Chow names better than me? I guess you have looked at them more recently than I have. That's not true. I've been in the Chow Garden. I've only seen 3 Chow. I can't even remember one of the Chow in there. Because it was Evilton, and it was Trowlk, and then the other one that I cannot remember, even though it was one of my best ones. I kept wanting to say Darful, but it's not Darful. Yeah. Speaking of Knuckles, has anybody here seen either of the Sonic movies? I guess I really need to watch them. I wanted to see the first Sonic movie in theaters so bad, but that was like at the height of, or at the beginning rather, of the pandemic stuff. Unfortunately. Hey, no, come on. Yeah, he's about the Master Emeralds. Until it fully comes out? Oh, like a home release. Gotcha. They're both good. See, it shocked me how much people actually like those movies. I didn't think they would be good at all, but I keep seeing stuff from them, and I keep being like, that doesn't look bad. I'm kind of into it. See, I need to watch that at some point, but man, I'm just not a movie person, and that's something that I'd really want to watch in movies. I've heard 2 was even better, actually. Which, again, absolutely shocked me because, I mean, the turnaround time for that movie was, like, so soon. Oh, did they really? Oh my god, okay, yeah, that's, I have to watch it. I have to. That's incredible. Yes, that's what I was saying, like, in Sonic Adventure 2, you know, Knuckles' pupils are solidly in his eyes, but I just realized that his pupil is not in his eye. I spent, you know, a lot of time, like, finding the frame and cutting that out and everything, and I just now noticed that. Man, Sonic Adventure 1 is a trip. Just with the cutscenes, because like the mouths especially, just like all over the place. Sonic is opening his mouth like a freaking snake, unhinging his jaw, just to say, whoa! That's just how it is in Pokemon Lands. The Battle Cafe was more weird to me. Or sorry, not the Battle Cafe. There was a random cafe in Gen 6, which was like my first encounter with this kind of thing, where it's just like the waiters, it's not a battle cafe. The point of the restaurant isn't like to battle, it's just a regular restaurant, and the waiters are all just fighting me. It's like, dude, I'm just trying to live. I just wanted to see what's up. How are you doing? You're just like, oh, I have to deliver these tables, but I'm gonna fight you first. I'll literally give you, I mean, it's gonna be 70 now, but yeah, Sonic Adventure 3 is gonna be an NFT. I hate that I said that. Can I take back that I said that? I don't know. Yeah, the fact that like the waiter is giving you money as well. The waiter is supposed to be getting paid. Like, why isn't the restaurant paying you? The waiter is paying you. I guess he's like taking time off in the middle of a shift in the middle of delivering a platter to somebody to fight you, so that's on them. Sorry, I put the energy into the universe and I want to take it back, but I can't. Okay. It's because of what you showed me earlier with the Roblox stuff, and they're getting into some weird sketch territory, man. It's just... And it's Sega. Sega is run by the Yakuza. It's not even a joke. I don't know if they still are, but it certainly used to be. Roblox vending machine shout. Yeah, it's just... That's just not a series of words that go together. Well, if you look to my left, any of these are the Pokemon that I can run into in this area. So any one of these. Which is why I have this handy list here, so you can see what I'm going after. Even though I don't have any words that like show that's what that means, but that's what that means. I have to pee so bad. Should I make coffee? What time is it? Oh my god, how long have I been streaming for? Oh my god. Oh, I forgot it started late too. I need to pee and I want coffee. I should not have coffee at 11:30 p.m. I've thought about putting a clock of like my like local time on stream. I don't know why. It's a thing that I've seen a lot of like Japanese VTubers do, and I feel like that's kind of cool. But also, like, where the fuck would I put it? I think it would be confusing with this, and then also having like a clock on the screen. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to question about how this world works. The thing that's most interesting to me, that's like kind of addressed in Legends Arceus. And then it gets to midnight, and then it resets to 1, and it's like, wait, what? What? I thought you were, huh? That would be pretty funny. In Legends Arceus, everyone's talking about how dangerous Pokemon are all the time. And, like, nobody has any Pokemon because they're so dangerous. And if you go out, like, so many people talking about how you're going to die. Like, literally, you're going to get killed if you go outside of the village. But, you know, in all these games, it's like, yeah, don't go into the grass without a Pokemon, but if you have a Pokemon, then you're fine. And also, like, giving these extremely dangerous creatures to children is totally fine for some reason. I mean, hell, even in the anime, like, Ash gets his Pikachu, and then his Pikachu tries to kill him, like, over and over and over again. It's fucked up. My theory is that people, since people are Pokemon, they're just, like, immune to a degree to, like, death by Pokemon. Since, like, Pokemon can't kill each other. Except in the Pokedex. So, they just faint, you know? So the same thing happens if a person gets hit by earthquake, then they just faint. You know? Let me list off everything that can kill you. Everything can kill you. Yes. It's something that I've thought about a decent amount, and at some point you just have to like stop caring entirely because it just doesn't make any sense. And it's just like, yep, it's anime logic. Just don't worry about it, or video game logic. Now, if we're going by the original manga of Pokemon before it was called Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. Boy's death in that. That world is wild. Okay, you want to see an Arbok get cut in half? No, too bad. You have the full series of the original run? Wow. I don't even know how many, like, chapters I got through. I always kind of figured that it wasn't very long, and then... Because I've only seen, like, one panel from the entire thing. That might be because, like, it's like YouTubers trying not to get copyright stricken through showing manga panels. Because boy, is that a thing lately. No, I think I've seen 2 panels, actually. I don't remember the other one, but the one that I have seen, I've seen a lot. I was wondering how long that would take. I figured that would be, like, right quick done. Yeah, the Portal VR stuff is what I'm really excited about. Do you mean a library? Like your school library had manga? That sounds awesome. My school library had a lot of really boring books that were lame. I still remember, I'm pretty sure I've told this story as well, but in 6th grade, we had to take like reading comprehension and like reading level tests and stuff. And in 6th grade, my reading level was like the max level it could be, which was grade 12. Turns out, middle schools don't carry a lot of high-level reading material, and literally the only book that they had that was like that reading level was Moby Dick. Now the classic, that's like really long and it sounds like really dry and everything, like read, but like I was really interested in it because like it's, you know, a classic that like everybody's talked about and heard about or whatever. My teacher wouldn't let me read it because she was saying it was like too high above my level or something, and like I wouldn't understand it, or I would get bored with it or something. It's like, this is literally what this thing that you're having me do is saying what my reading level is, and you're saying it's too high for me. Like, it's a little bit of a disconnect here. I was so upset that she didn't let me read that. I still haven't read it. That teacher may have killed my enjoyment of reading books, because I used to really enjoy reading books. And like, she just forced me to read a bunch of like really boring crap that I didn't care about. And I don't really read books anymore. I have a stack of books in my dresser actually that are like that are over 100 years old. Some that are like history. I have one Latin textbook. I have a history, not textbook, but a book about history, I guess. I don't know how to describe it really. And then a couple just like novels, the stories. I'm scared. I want to read them, but I'm scared because they're gonna fall apart. They're already falling apart. They're barely held together. And I'm really scared that they're going to have some kind of like horrible like mold shit growing in them, and if I start like flipping through the pages reading it, it's gonna like get in my system and kill me. So I'm just kind of like, I want to read them, but they're literally dangerous to read, so I'm just gonna like, I don't know how to like disinfect a book. I need to figure that out. Gotta put on costumes? Oh shit, that's cool. Yeah, no, we didn't have that. We just had to answer questions through a computer, which is not that fun. What I ended up reading was a book about black holes that was meant for, like, 5th graders, which I guess I was in 6th grade, so it wasn't really, but it was, I mean, it was already, like, again, my reading comprehension level was at the 12th grade higher level, so, like, for me, I was really nothing, and the information in it was so basic as to be useless, but it still did get me interested in, like, physics and stuff. So that might have been where that started, at least. So I lost my interest in literature and gained interest in science. Thanks, 6th grade teacher. All of my English teachers were a bit shit, I think. At least from that point onward, maybe. No, not from that point onward. There's that one and like all the teachers I had in high school that were... No, sorry. The teacher I had in my first 2 years in high school were bad. And the teacher I had for my second 2 years in high school was great. One of the best teachers I've ever had. But it was also a class that, because I was in advanced English in starting in 8th grade, and then my parents took me out of it in my sophomore year of high school, going into my junior year, because I was getting low grades because the teacher wasn't very good. I'll just say that much. So then I was back to learning stuff that I had already learned, like 4 years ago or something. And yeah, I didn't care because I already knew all of this stuff. So that was unfortunate, but the teacher was fantastic. She was very good at her job. It's really hard to get good teachers. A lot of my teachers were not good, to me at least. I think probably in other situations to other like kids that are probably alright, but none of my teachers liked me for various reasons. I wasn't like boisterous, I wasn't class clown, I wasn't like doing any of that stuff. It was just like I was just bored a lot because I always understood what was being taught essentially immediately, and everything was really easy for me. And I don't think I think they thought that I wasn't paying attention despite getting good grades. And I mean, I know at least 3 of them in 1 grade thought I had ADD or ADHD. I don't, turns out. And yeah, they kind of like tortured me that year. They didn't mean to, but they sure goddamn did. What's up, Ardos? You do? That's fine. I think a lot of people get misdiagnosed with ADD and ADHD as well nowadays. Because it seems like everybody gets diagnosed with it. And I've also met a fair few people. Sorry, I felt something in my nose, I thought. I don't know. Weird, now my nose is just itchy. You ever had your entire nose become itchy at once? It's weird. I've met a fair few people who got diagnosed at an early age and then, like, way too later on found out that they didn't actually have ADD or ADHD and that they were on, like, medication that was actually kind of, like, fucking them up. If I had $1 for every time that I've heard that. Oh boy. I don't know. Help spread the word of my stream. That's all I can say. Because I don't know how to do it. I've had so many people ask me that or say that over the years. How much would we have? Probably like $1,000, honestly. I've had a lot of people say that over the years. Again, I've been doing content creation stuff for over 10 years now. I've interacted with a lot of people. My channel has 23,000 views. Fun fact, I don't know if that shows up anywhere. I know that they said they were getting rid of that. But I can still see the numbers, so suck it, Twitch. And then on YouTube, there's also a lot of other people I've interacted with. Actually, probably, I wouldn't say it's as high as 1,000. Maybe like 150. Enough that I've lost track, certainly. But I do appreciate it, thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. I too wish that I had more viewers. It makes me appreciate those who watch and turn even more. Live in a Pokemon game? Wait, aren't they all in the same world though? Couldn't I just move to one of the other regions? If you're asking which region I'd want to live in, man, I don't know. See, okay. Here's the thing, Panther, with that. Every time it gets quoted, I know that's like the ViewBot thing. But every time I hear that, I just, in my mind, it goes to like people looking for people to do porn. That's what happens in my brain. Like if somebody just walked up to you on the street and was like, "Hey, you want to be famous?" You go, "Oh, you're trying to get people to do porn, aren't you?" Which region? I don't know. My first thought is Gen 5. Because that's like my favorite game. Porn ViewBots. So you're getting one or the other, I don't know. I mean, on certain sites, I don't know. But I don't think there's a lot of like interesting stuff going on in, I think it's Unova. I think Gen 5 is Unova. Gen 6 is in Paris, so I'm good on that. Definitely wouldn't want to be in Gen 7. I don't... Hawaii seems pretty cool, but I don't want it to like be anywhere tropical, really. Is there like a northern... I know Gen 4 has... I fly. Gen 4 has the winter area, but is there anywhere that's like just in a northern area based thing? That was the stupidest sentence I've ever said in my life. You know what I mean. Like, why isn't there a game based on Switzerland, you know? Where's Switzerland? What am I thinking of? What is it, the northern, is it? Oh my god, I can't think of country names now. This is so bad. In the northeastern part of Europe. It's like kind of an island, but it's like attached to Russia or some shit. And there's two countries there. Is one of them Denmark? One of them is Poland. No, not Poland. God damn it. It's where Joel lives, I think? You have a second, like, thing you can type in so you can check. I don't know which Pokemon region I want to be. There's like 3 of them that are just Japan, different parts of Japan. So like that's kind of cool. Maybe it would be Gen 4. Yeah, I have a monitor. I was gonna Google it, but I was trying to remember first, so I wouldn't embarrass myself. But I just embarrassed myself even more than I would have. Europe. I went to Google Maps. No, that's not what I meant. Oh, I need to pee so bad. This is not a shiny, right? Whoa, what the fuck is that camera? I really hope I don't get another bad. Sweden! Sweden or Norway? That's what I was trying to think of. What did I say? What did I say? I don't remember what I said. Switzerland. Where's Switzerland? I'm gonna look up Switzerland and then I'm gonna go take a leak. Okay, if I type in Switzerland, it just shows me pictures of mountains, which is very beautiful, but that doesn't tell me where it is. Oh, it's sandwiched between France, Germany, and Italy. That's kind of awesome, actually. Holy shit. I'm gonna move there someday. That seems like a cool place to be. A bug off? Nice. Okay. Gonna be right back. Why is that a black screen? There we go. I'm back. Hello. Are you talking about Panther's badges? Those are the badges. It means he's a moderator and he's one of the first, what is it, like 5? 10 people who were subbed. And the gift is that he's the person who has gifted the most amount of subs this month so far. The Frankerface? I don't know. Frankerface Z supporter, there you go. I think that only shows up if you have Frankerface Z installed though. Yeah, I really need to change how much that costs, because it does get spammed a lot, which I do appreciate, but that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. There we go. What is this? Why am I just my head on this one? What's happening? Oh, the stretch. Oh, I should have done this before sitting down. Oh, yeah. Oh, what time is it now? It's like midnight? Yeah, it's about midnight. Oh, God. You know, something interesting I just realized when I used to stream back in the day, like 8 years ago or whatever, 8 to 10 years ago, people would all the time, like come in here and just like ask for mod. I haven't seen that happen like anywhere in years, in any channel. Cricketot, and your first one. Which game are you playing again? I don't remember which game you're playing. If you have, what's it called? If you have experience share on, then if those two have been in your party the longest, then they're gonna have the most XP. BDSP? Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's just because they've been in your party the longest. There's no way of like really like catching up in levels for Pokemon that you switch out in your party a lot. Oh, I'm so excited for tomorrow. I get the new monitor, hopefully. Unless FedEx decides to just not give it to me. I've never... He hasn't? I don't know then. I've never... No, hold on. The only display that I've seen above 60 Hertz is my VR. And I haven't played on a display that is above 1080p, except for the TV in the other room that is 4K. But I only used that once, and it kind of blew my mind. Oh, also HDR. Totally forgot about that. That's much less of a thing, though, I think, for this monitor, because it's... yeah. It'll still be cool to try out, though. Run away! Bonita. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like his pupil is not in his eyeball. Very odd. Like Jibbood. If I get another Zubat, I'll be much less upset than the Bidoof, but having 2 sets of the same shinies, like, bro. Also Geodude, but like, at least I don't have a shiny Geodude in this game yet. It would be my 3rd shiny Geodude, so that's, you know. You need to go to the hospital? Nah, he just exists in Sonic Adventure 1. If he needed to go to the hospital, then literally every character in SA1 needs to go to the hospital. SA1 was... Was it 98? There's no fucking way it was 98. I don't remember what it was, but there was something that I was watching today where people were talking about... Maybe it was a podcast I was listening to. I think it was a podcast, actually. And they were talking about how... Yeah, it was a podcast. It was Castle Super Beast. They were talking about how... everybody said it is 98. God damn. How 1998 was like, people consider it like this incredible year for gaming, or this like legendary year for gaming because, and they said because these three games came out, and it's like, no, dude. And because he was talking about like now like so many good games are coming out every year. And it's like, no, it's not because 3 good games came out that year. It's because like 40 good games came out that year. Like so many incredible games came out in 98. And if not like objectively good, which I guess that's a stupid thing to say because there's no objectively good game, but overall positively rated game, if not that, then games that like gained a following of sorts, like Glover. Like a lot of people are very mixed about how they feel about that game, like if it's good or bad, but it has a really strong following still. Are they? I mean, I'm willing to accept that. Get a shiny. Are you threatening me to get a shiny now? I'm sure that'd work. You're threatening the Pokemon. There was somebody who tweeted out recently that I follow. Tweeted that like Sonic Adventure 2 is still. Oh, I think it was Gerard the Completionist actually saying that Sonic Adventure 2 is still the best, like, 3D Sonic game or something like that. Which, I mean, I haven't played a lot of them, but that's a pretty bold claim. I feel like. I'm honestly not sure if I like Sonic Adventure 1 or 2 more, for different reasons. I will say. What was I looking up? I totally forgot. I don't remember. I was gonna look up something. Oh, that's right, yeah. I don't remember the name right now. My brain said Sonic Forces. I don't think that's right. What is that called? Are they still... Okay. I really genuinely don't know, because like I've seen the Game Grumps play a decent few of the 3D Sonic games. But it's, you know, it's the Game Grumps playing those games. I don't feel like that's a fair representation of any of those games. I'm sorry, Aaron, but you are bad at Sonic games. Or rather, you're bad at Sonic games while you're trying to do a show. LP tax is very strong, especially on those games, I feel like, because they are all pretty jank. Frontier. Oh, it is Frontier. Oh, Frontiers. I said Forces. I got the F right. I got one letter right. I hate Boost. Yeah, I hate it. I really do. Oh, Perugly? Yeah, you're at Valley Windworks. Tomorrow's Friday. Shit! Do we shiny hunt Drifloon tomorrow? Damn it. Oh my god, totally forgot. I think I have to shiny hunt Drifloon tomorrow. Chow stream might get pushed back to Saturday. I completely forgot. Wow. That's funny. Dude, if Sonic Frontiers has Chow, I will 1000% buy it, but I know it won't. We all know it won't. That's like the perfect game for Chow. They're not gonna do it. Chow stream while shiny hunting. I mean, Drifloon's only gonna be around until midnight. What, Perugly or Mars? I could. I mean, since a lot of the time is gonna be just waiting around, you know? Yes, I asked 2 questions. I could just have Sonic Adventure 2 open on, like, in the corner, like, over here or something, or, like, over there. And just do it that way. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like they know Chow exists, still. So yeah, maybe we'll do some Drifloon hunting while Chow stuff. The problem is, like, if I can get the goddamn Chow to reincarnate tonight, at least. Or tomorrow, rather, because it's not gonna happen tonight. What was I saying? I was having like 2 conversations at once, and I lost track of both of them. Oh, if I can get the Chow to reincarnate tonight, then the next step is gathering up all of the animals, which I can't really do that and shiny hunt at the same time. I need to find a guide for the animals too. Oh man. But once I get all the animals, then I could shiny hunt because it would just be waiting around. Oh, you're good. I don't remember either. Yeah, they know about Chao. There's recent current Chao happening. By the way, that Chao model for the Knuckles Chao is the same model. They just ripped it from Sonic Adventure 2. Just wanted to point that out. So they know they exist in a recent format in some official capacity. But I feel like they would have said that Chao were in the game by now if they were. I don't know when the last time that they said anything about the game or when the game is supposed to come out. But I feel like we would have heard about Chao by now. Unless they're trying to, like, you know, do it. Fighting is effective against normal. I don't know, man. And especially, I'm sure that they know about the modding scene for Chao stuff. There's so much cool stuff. Holiday this year? Okay. So yeah, we probably would have heard of Chao. But like, they can see like what people want and what people have done with it, and there's still a demand for it. It's just that it's wild. Firefighting. Sit. I was gonna say Tepig, that's Gen 5. Firefighting in Gen 4. All I can think of is Blaziken. Is there another one? Gen 4, up to Gen 4, firefighting. There's gotta be another one. There's like 3 firefighting starters. What is the fire starter for this? Oh wait, it's the freaking monkey. Bullshit, what? Dude. That motherfucker knows what's up. He's gotta do it. Or she, I don't know. Sorry for assuming. Whoever it is. Make it happen. Put the Chao in the game. I'll buy that shit. I'll buy that shit for 80 bucks. Yeah, let's go. Just be glad it's not Skuntank. Skuntank? Yeah, there we go. That sounds wrong. Cause Skuntank is a motherfucker to fight. Probably is much easier. Try favorite characters in the whole franchise. Yeah! Of course they are! That's true for literally everybody! Everybody that's played Sonic Adventure 2, at least. It's really funny that Chao are also in Sonic Adventure 1, but nobody talks about Sonic Adventure 1 Chao stuff. Like, bruh. Put the Chao in the game. Or team? What does that mean? Hardest, okay. That makes a lot more sense. I mean, I want to say Rorik, honestly. That's the only one that I can think of that consistently beat me. I don't know. I also want to say Lance in Gen 1, because Dragon is just so overpowered. And he has the only Dragon type in the entire game. But those also, like, me when I was, like, 8 or whatever. Like, 6, maybe. How old was I? Played it in 99, I think. So it would have been 6. I don't even remember like 90% of the gym leaders, I'll be honest, with Cynthia. I don't know. That's just like the go-to answer, I feel like. I remember getting to Lance in Gen 1 as a kid and just being like in awe of his team, even though there's again only one dragon type in the game. Because as a kid, I didn't know that. I thought they were all dragons, you know? I didn't even know that, like, typings existed, I don't think. Like, I knew that, like, my Squirtle only learns these kind of, like, water moves. Like, water strong against fire, but I didn't know, like, it was water type, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what I knew back then. It's been too long. Yeah, I mean, she's definitely pretty difficult. Her rematch seems super fun, though. I don't think I've ever done her rematch, but I've heard a lot of people say that, like, I mean, the entire, like, Elite Four rematch is pretty difficult. Same with Gen 5. Gen 5 Elite Four rematch. I don't think I've ever lost to her is the thing, though. Like, it's always really close. But I don't think I've ever lost to her. Rourke is literally the only gym leader or Elite Four member that I can think of that has, like, consistently beat me. And it's only because of my horrible unluckiness with moves proccing things. Did you know a headbutt can cause a Pokemon to flinch? And it will do it every time. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, that's very true. You get to see her in full too, though, in this game. She's much more threatening in full. GB, Cynthia's, sad, I don't know. I'm still not a huge fan of the chibi art style. It's so out of left field. Like, I'm fine with it, I don't have a problem with it, but it's just one of those things where it's like, what could this have been, you know? I do appreciate the, like, very faithful remake, and I understand why they did that, because if they went too far off course with it, like, this is one of the most beloved games in the series, so if they went too off course with it, then people would absolutely flame them to death forever. So they chose the safe route, and I totally understand that, totally fine with it, but it's still just the thing of, like, what could this have been? Also, it's a Switch game, there's only so much you can do with that, like, hardware-wise, like, trying to make, like, a fully, like, one-to-one scale, if, you know, you're using the battle sprites, the battle models in the overworld, and then scaled everything to that, like, how would that work? It wouldn't. I mean, it would, it could, but it would be really difficult for the Switch especially. So, I think they took the right route. Just, it's weird. PC port win? Yeah. I mean, I can play this game in 60 FPS, and it's gorgeous. In like 1080 with anti-aliasing, 60 FPS. It's a fantastic experience. Someday in the future, hundreds of years from now, every game will be on PC. It's just, there's so much money just on the table from, like, not making, or not porting every game to PC. Like, I understand that hardware sales are, like, a huge part of your, like, income or whatever, but, my god. That's actually, I don't think that's even true anymore. Last I knew, like, both PlayStation and Xbox at least were losing money on hardware sales. Which is probably why Xbox was just like, let's just go to PC. Also because they are this part of the same company that makes Windows, but still. And having something like an official emulator from PlayStation or Nintendo that you can go onto a store on PC and buy games for this emulator. Could you imagine? PlayStation has the best PS2 emulator, from what I understand. Like, for their consoles, and they're locked to 2 consoles. That hurts a little bit. Will win me, of course. Think I'm gonna lose to Blarg? Please. What's a bird gonna do with a knife? Did I double tap that? I might have double tapped that. Yeah, it's like, yeah. The only games that they put out are emulation stuff of, like, you know, their when they put out games, it's just an emulator, which is disgusting. Stab me? Has a bird ever stabbed a person with a knife? I would love to know that. Of its own volition, not like a bird that somebody taped a knife to. Like if a bird has picked up a knife. Because I can tell you right now, if just going by, has a bird ever stabbed a person? Yes, absolutely. Has a bird ever picked up a knife and stabbed somebody? I don't know. It's possible. But like, people strap knives to roosters and make them fight, and I can guarantee you a rooster has killed a person via that. Probably deservedly, because it was probably the handler who was doing horrible things to that rooster. JoJo songs, Pet Shop, yeah, Pet Shop. No, Pet Shop's just I just said bird. I got a chicken in my head. I don't remember if Pet Shop picked up a knife though. I think it just kind of used its stand. That I don't even remember what its stand was. Whoop. Yeah, see, that's a very common thing, unfortunately. What is DDG? Dr. Go, don't think I've ever seen that abbreviated. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I don't know that I fully understand what you're asking either. Text-to-speech sentences are hard to read, kind of, because there's no punctuation, and it's not necessarily catching your words right. What? Why do you know of a K-pop group? I think Knuckles? I don't know that I can fight Knuckles. I'll be honest. He's like only 1 foot tall, but he's got punch hands. I guess I have punch hands as well. Gotcha. I only know one person who was talking about, like, BTS a lot. It's more of an acquaintance, really. I was just kind of, like, around in the voice chat while they were talking about them a lot, and, like, I just completely tuned it out. That's still the only K-pop band that I really know. And I can't even make fun of them anymore because, like, I'm neck deep in Hololive. Further than that. This dude, are they K-pop hipsters? You should call them K-pop hipsters. Because that's what they are. Number 2 now. Oh my, fuck off, like, come on. That's still a little hipstery. I don't know, man. Yeah, I used to make fun of BTS stans. Because there's like I mean, any K-pop, I guess, group or whatever. It's like there's like so many people in there or whatever. I don't even know how many there are. Maybe there's like 6. I don't fucking know. There was some group that was like, there was like 20 people or some shit. Because that's like a pretty common thing, like K-pop and J-pop stuff. I almost said behind the scenes. I don't even remember. What's the name? I haven't seen their name in so long, I actually forgot what their actual name is. I don't know. It's a K-pop group. Oh my god, I literally cannot remember right now. Is it? It is. Maybe? I thought they had like an English not transliteration, but like an English version. I don't know. I almost said Big Time Rush. Something from like 2000s. I think their actual name is Korean. Ugh. Yeah, it's a Korean pop band. Yeah, so there's like, 20 people in the group or whatever they're talking about, and now in Hololive there's like 80 people. And plus Hollow Stars that I don't follow that I really should. But I'm too scared to because there's now 9 of them. No, there's more than 9 of them. I think there's 10 or 11. Bingtan Sonyeondan. The man is me. That is my face. In Hololive, there's... I mean, if we're talking, like, JP, ID, and EN all together, I think there's like 80 or so. There's a lot. I know all of their names! I think I do anyway. Man versus Bird. That's called Birdemic. That is already a movie. So the bird's name is Blarg, please. You should watch Birdemic though, it's really funny. It's really fucking bad. What was I thinking of? I think ID Gen 3 of Hololive, I can't... I don't remember the names. No, I remember the names. It's, here's the thing, I don't remember everybody's full name in Hololive, but I remember at least, like, part of their name. The plot of Birdemic, birds get pissed off and start trying to kill people. I honestly couldn't tell you. I can't imagine I was sober when I was watching that movie, because I watched it in college. And it's not that I was like not sober in college, but if I'm watching something that shitty, we probably had some bevs or something first. It's so low budget that one of the actors in one scene, one of the only scenes that I can remember where they're trying to like fend off from the birds, one of the actors is laughing in the scene because of how stupid they all look. It's awesome. What was I talking about though? Yeah, Hololive. I mean, nobody here cares about Hololive, but Jesus Christ, I can talk like all day about Hololive shit. I was literally watching a Hololive stream right before the stream started. And I might watch one after the stream ends. It's bad. Just don't worry about it. You were watching nothing? Nice. Wanna marry Hololive? Bruh. I couldn't think of a good joke to come up with, I don't know. I mean, one of the Hololive members says that all of her viewers are her husbands, and another one says that all of her viewers are her wife. So, like, am I married already to Hololive? I'm already a husband and a wife, even though I don't really watch either of those people a whole lot. 80 people. Try, I think, 800,000. I can't remember what she's at. I don't think she's in the million yet. I also don't remember which one said wife. 80 people married to one person would be a good movie. That'd be a very different kind of movie, I think. Can make a lot of jokes that are not good. I'm just gonna let that one go. Yeah, I could go in a lot of different directions so that we're both nothing's good about that. I'm just thinking about Hololive now. Just thinking like Callie just got back from her like hiatus from doing other stuff, and Gura just came back from her hiatus from like buying a house apparently, which is fucking cool. Get married to tax benefits. Get married to 800,000 people. I don't know. It seems like a lot of tax work. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what tax benefits you get. I feel like getting married is worse for your taxes. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. Like, I know some people, like, don't get married because it's, like, tax stuff or whatever. I don't know. I'm a child, what the hell is taxes? You'll find out the harsh realities of taxes. You'll discover it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure getting married is like not good for taxes. In the US at least. In some states. Again. I don't know. I just know I'm never gonna have to worry about it. Not taxes, getting married. Definitely gonna have to worry about taxes. Definitely have already worried about taxes. You're gonna have to worry about taxes now. You probably made more than me in that, like, 2 months than I have in any year of my life. You don't have to be married for the tax changes to apply to you, just live together. That makes a lot more sense. Canada is like a real country instead of the US, which is a fake country. Who's been talking the longest in chat? I don't know. I mean, between you and Panther, it's Panther. I'm just thinking about HoloLive more. I don't know. Thinking about all the merch that I've been able to buy because I haven't had enough money. Literally all I have bought from HoloLive is this pin. Which I love. Had it upside down. It's Kiryu Kai pin. But there's 2 mugs. I love mugs. Like mugs. And there were 2 mugs that were on sale lately, and they were 30 bucks each, and I was like, I want both of those so goddamn much, and I didn't get either, and I was very upset. And now if I want to buy them, I'm gonna have to pay like $100. Because guess what? Idol merch. It's fun stuff. Blarg is terrifying. I sound like your mom? I hope not. I've been told I have a very deep voice. Does your mother have a deep voice? I don't know what I said to sound like a parent. How many freaking daily whoops have I seen in a row? My god. I'm a mom now? Shit. I always knew this day would come. I didn't say that though. I didn't do a high-pitched voice or say that. I'm so confused. I'm just thinking about HoloLive over here and I'm getting called a mom. I don't know what's happening. Mugs? Okay. The cat. What? The girl and the... Who's the girl? Who's the cat? What's... Huh? I've lost the thread. I'm completely lost. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I was just thinking about HoloLive and suddenly there's a girl. What's the cat? Like cat girl? Yo, hold up. Listen. I have to wonder what you're thinking of what I'm gonna say at this point after saying cat girl. There was... Okay. Hear me out. So there's a VTuber that I found recently that I was immediately impressed with like just the quality of like the videos that she makes and like how creative she is with her like script writing and just execution on video ideas and stuff, and like very consistent weekly uploads. Just started streaming lately. I found her when she was doing videos. Only streams FF14 except Rune Factory once. And I'm just like, I don't want to watch FF14. Like, I want to support you, but god damn it, I don't want to watch FF14. I don't know what's going on, I don't care. I want to like that game. I think if I played it long enough, I'd like, anyway, who cares? That's not what it's about. She put out a video, I think today. I think it was today. That was... Let me look it up. I want to see what the title is. Does Blarg need a gun? I think Blarg with a knife is better. Birds can't operate a gun. Birds can operate a knife. I need to find this. It was... It was an upsetting video that I couldn't help but agree with, which just made it more upsetting. Let's see. Oh, let's fucking go to her page. Her name is Lucy Pyre, by the way. The title of the video is Explaining the Femboy Craze, Weeb Girl Explains. And it was basically her explaining why girls are into femboys, and I was like, all her points, I was like, shit, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Also, called out Link as a femboy, and I'm just like, shit. You kind of got a point there. It's very upsetting. Show me a bird operating a gun. Show me. Do it. You can't. So yeah, she put out that video today. I'm just like, god damn it. Do I have to be a femboy now? And then I just kind of like looked at myself and I was like, I don't think I can be a femboy. I don't think that's a thing that I can do. So basically I'm fucked. But I have to accept it. It was a really funny video. Did I say it was Lucy Pyre, P-Y-R-E? Is the VTuber's name. She's like pretty new and like taking off like crazy. I hope she's able to collab with some cool people soon. I know she did a collab with somebody that I've never heard of, but very very creative. What would Link do if you had a gun? What would Link do if I had a gun? Or what would Link do if he had a gun? If I had a gun against Link, he'd probably just stab me. Or shoot me with a bow, or like use any of his magical fucking shits to kill me, you know? Yes, again, I gave two options and you just said yes. This is not how this works. If Link had a gun, he kind of had a gun in Link's crossbow training. See, that's not enough though. I can't just have programmer socks. There's layers to it, and she explains it all very well. And I was listening to her explanation of what it takes to be a fanboy. I'm just like, it's just I can't do it. And really, it's because of my own cowardice. I'll be honest. Also, I don't think I could pull it off. The bread does one if you have a gun. You gotta type, dude. Like, if you can type, please type. Like, physically, not do text-to-speech. Text-to-speech does not work. It's really hard to understand what you're saying. Oh, I was gonna quit at 300. Oops. Well, 325 it is. But also, fucking, speaking of, like, I said I wanted to, like, support her. There's, like, a few VTubers that I'll just, like, lurk in chat or whatever, like, during when they stream. Cause, Jesus Christ, I can't watch fucking everybody, you know? Like I said, there's, like, 80 HoloLive people fucking streaming. And then there's, like, sometimes they stream over on Twitch, but there's also, like, Twitch-specific VTubers. And just like indie VTubers and people from different companies. There's a bunch of people I don't want to watch, okay? Can't do it. So just lurk in the chat. But she streams at like noon. Nobody streams at noon. Who streams at noon? So it's hard for me to even like catch her stream because like I'm trying to do other shit and it's like, oh, you're going live now, great. I'm like trying to get these packages together to ship or some shit. See, this is why I'm saying you need to type instead of doing art. I can't check him out if you don't remember his name. I don't remember who it is, but go check him out. Okay. No? Okay. Can't argue with that. Oh god. I actually don't really watch any male VTubers. I watch Takahata's videos that he puts up on YouTube because those are always fun. I remember like went to go see his stream. I watched some of the Hollow Stars sometimes. I really should support them more because they fucking deserve it. I've seen a lot of Robert stuff, like secondhand through clips and stuff, and he's just absolutely a genius when it comes to just charisma shit. Just being a charismatic dude and like handling collab stuff. Because he does like a similar to Takahata actually. Robert does a show where he just like kind of like a talk show, but it's like he's running a bar and just has like people come on to like chat for like an hour or whatever. And just the way he handles stuff is just awesome. He's so good at handling his guests and just like keeping the flow going and making people like not like uncomfortable and shit. I mean, I would agree. Here's the thing though, actually, like any male avatar that I've seen is like very like masculine for the most part. I haven't really seen any like feminine male avatars necessarily. I'm sure they're out there. Gikonomi _ But it's like super muscular, like abbed up and stuff. Is usually, if it's like a humanoid male at least. With like a smirk. There's a lot of like smirk stuff going on with male avatars, it seems like. Maybe not a lot, but like more than I'd expect. All of the, at least last time I checked, all of the suggested channels on my Twitch page were VTubers. Which I'm totally fine with, but like, my god, that's so funny to me. I mean, I'm assuming VTuber Jellybean? I don't know, man. I've seen so many, I can't keep track. Like, even in VOMs, there's like some, they did like a second wave of VOMs. And I haven't seen any of the new people in that. I've still only seen Pikami, really. I've also eaten jelly beans. I was thinking about jelly beans a couple days ago. Don't say that. Don't say that. I don't like that in any context. I was thinking about jelly beans the other day, because somebody was doing, I think it was Kazon, she was doing, that was a while ago. Maybe it was then. That may have been when I was last thinking of it, because she was doing the jelly beans that, it's like they all, like, there's a bunch that like look the same, but it's like two different flavors, one's gross, one's good. I was just like watching that, I'm like, man, I want some jelly beans now. You ever have jelly beans and ice cream? I did one time, and it was weird. Frozen jelly beans aren't that good. I mean, they're delicious frozen, but they're very hard to chew. There was a buffet restaurant that just had like an ice cream section with a bunch of like toppings for the ice cream, and jelly beans was one. I'm just like, that sounds good. And then I was like, this is really good, but also ow. Don't like ice cream? That's unfortunate. Missing out on some good stuff. Now, sure, you just haven't had good ice cream. I feel like I should stop talking about YouTubers or VTubers. God damn it! If I want to talk about YouTubers, I can talk about Markiplier and In Space with the Markiplier too, or part 1 and 2. I've been rewatching a bunch of like Markiplier stuff lately, like all the bloopers from his other shows and behind the scenes from his other shows that he's done. That dude is really good at writing stuff and acting. In Space with the Markiplier is super good, especially if you've watched his other stuff, because it's all like connected universe stuff. Really cool. Kneecaps. Oh, Yuji wouldn't kneecap me. That's silly. The only problem with like all of those choose your own adventure things that he does is like it takes so long to find all of the endings and stuff. And I mean, it goes on like way different tracks. So you're getting like completely different stories, depending on like which routes you go and stuff, which is awesome. But it's like 8 hours of content. It's like a whole ass video game. And I have not had 8 hours to just sit down and do all the routes. And with In Space, he made it even more like, I wouldn't say confusing, but like hard to track, I guess, unless you like wrote it down, which I don't want to. One of the characters that he plays in one of the routes has a tattoo of the entire like graph on his arm of like all of the routes. And I really thought about trying to like take a couple screenshots of like when he's rotating his arm, and so because his arm's down here, but it's like he's rotating, you know, just like moving his hand so you can see the entire thing. Just so I could have like a chart. Chart, that's the word I was looking for, not graph. Just so I could have like a chart to go by and like actually follow, but I didn't do that. So I don't have a chart. I'm sure somebody's made a chart online. Probably of that chart that was on that dude's arm, but yeah. What? It's a woman, but it's a guy? Squeak a noise? Squeak tuber? Squeak tuber. I could be a squeak tuber. Yeah, I mean, there's I've seen like a few dudes that have female avatars. I'm not talking about like transgender people. I'm talking about literally like I'm a dude with like he, him pronouns and I just have a female avatar. Which again, totally fine by me. I totally understand it too. 'Cause, you know, hello, I would like views, please. But that's the thing. You can do whatever you want. It would be really funny for someone like me, because like generally when I've seen that, it's like people with like not high-pitched voices, but not my kind of voice that's like deep. So like if I had a female avatar, I think it would be extra really funny. Where you at? What more? What? The fuck? What's the legal? What is what? Yeah, absolutely. And I'm already fucking adorable, so you know, just add on to it, really. I don't think there's a legal age to kill. I don't know what that means. I'm scared. I don't know. Is that the question you meant to ask? None. What? Murder isn't legal. I don't know what you want from me. Oh my god, that really threw me off. Oh my god. I'm dying. Oh my god. Well, that'd be it for today's stream. We got, was it like 3 hours? 3.5 hours? Nice. Let's closer to 4 than I was expecting. I was kind of thinking I'd go for like 2 hours at most, but here we are. What time is it? Midnight 30? Alright. Pretty decent. So tomorrow, I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I forgot the Drifloon is tomorrow, so I really want to shiny hunt Drifloon. But I want to do Chow stuff, so I think tentatively let's say tomorrow we're gonna be shiny hunting Drifloon, and then Saturday will be Chow stuff. Might start Chow stuff after midnight if I'm still gonna be streaming then. But yeah. I already answered your question. Murder is illegal. That's the question. The answer. That's not a question. I like not asking that again. That's a good option. So tomorrow's Drifloon. Chow. I was gonna say Sonic. Chow, Saturday. Sunday. That's the same question. Stop. Stop it. Sunday. Maybe something, maybe not. If there is something, I don't know what it would be. Maybe BDO, actually. Probably nothing. Tentatively nothing, but maybe BDO. I don't know. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'll get them next time. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night or morning or whatever time it is for you. Excuse me. Stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.